be wine. Okay, so I'm finally getting to the Summer Glow tutorial, and I'm really excited about it because I've been actually doing this quite a bit this summer. I don't want to put a lot of stuff on my face, even though it'll kind of look like I am, but I've not been into just piling and piling on makeup, I guess, layers, and making it just like look thick and cake-faced and whatnot. So I really like this routine that I've been doing, and I've added a few of the new Beautycounter products onto that. So you're gonna see the new eyeshadow palette and bronzer. I'll be using that today, and just giving an all over good summer look. So I actually lost my Countermatch Adaptive Moisture Lotion, and I'm upset about it. I was like scouring the house trying to find it. So for my moisturizer today, I'm just gonna go in with the Countermatch Intense Moisture Serum. It's really lightweight, still provides me with all the hydration that I need. So I'm just gonna apply that onto my face really quickly as my base. This stuff feels really good. Sorry if my face is a little red. I just took a shower, blow dried my hair. Had to look presentable for y'all. I actually curled my hair. And I do have a few red spots on my chin. Those are just acne marks. They have gone down pretty quickly. I've been using the overnight resurfacing peel. Oh my God, guys, I cannot talk enough about that. Some nights I'll use it back to back, and then other nights I'll use it like just one, like every other day or something like that. And my skin, like the texture of it has changed so much. Like I've been loving it. So you guys, if you want to get a hold of me to get your hands on that, I love that product. Actually, I'm gonna clip my hair back because I can't keep flipping my hair as I'm doing this. That looks attractive. Okay, so got that. Again, that's just a really lightweight, it's a serum. It's gonna give you just enough moisture to feel hydrated. Then I'm gonna go in with the Countermatch Eye Rescue Cream. Love this for just right under the eyes. I'm gonna press that in and actually go on my lid too. This prevents your concealer from just being dry and cakey. I use this day and night. Can't hydrate that area enough. And this is about the amount that I'm using. And I just kind of tap that in gently. I know you're supposed to use your ring finger, but I'm not like really coordinated to use my ring finger. So I just use kind of whatever here. And that just feels so good in that area. Okay, so a lot of the products are going to be Beautycounter, but I don't only use Beautycounter stuff. So I am going to introduce a few other things, but they are safer products. I've pretty much weeded out all products that are toxic or they have unsafe ingredients in it. So everything I am going to be using is safe and everything. So what I'm going to go in with next, here's the new product that I'm really excited about, and I've been using it like all summer. It's the Drunk Elephant D-Bronzi Anti-Pollution Sunshine Serum, and oh my God. This is just like a game changer for summer. So I'll pump a little bit onto the back of my hand. It is just like, literally I'll just do a tiny bit. It just gives the prettiest bronze glow. And once you rub it all in, it looks pretty intimidating coming out of the tube, but it just looks so pretty. So pretty, and I love it. I mix it with my Dew Skin Tinted Moisturizer. So the Tinted Moisturizer gives you that SPF of 20. I'm just gonna put a pump of that on the back of my hand and like a half a pump of the d-bronzi serum. When I put this on, it's gonna make my face really red. And just because of me rubbing it in, I do use my fingers. So, oh, my ring light just went out. Sorry. Okay, so I'm just gonna use my fingers and apply that. The Dew Skin Tinted Moisturizer just smells amazing. I love it. This ring light makes me angry. There we go. So again, in the Dew Skin, it is just that. It's just a tint. It's not gonna give you a lot of coverage. As you can see, it's not really doing anything over my spots, but I feel like it kind of evens my skin tone out a little bit. I do have quite a few freckles and sunspots, but yeah, you can see here it's like turning my face red. And that d-bronzi serum has kind of been like a lifesaver because I self-tan, and I just kind of sweated it off earlier today mowing, but I self-tan and it gives my face that color that I don't want to put regular self-tanner on. So I really like that. So it's calming down a little bit, and it just kind of has given me a dewy finish, which basically the dew skin does that. It's why it's called dew skin, basically. I don't know why my ring light won't stay on. Okay, it's probably gonna turn off in a second anyways. Then I'm gonna go in with my lip conditioner in peppermint, and I'm just gonna take a little brush and apply that. I have been putting this on at the beginning of my makeup routine ever since I got it, and hello hydration. My lips have been loving it. It feels so good. And then I blot it off at the end. So got that. And then what I'm gonna go in with is concealer. I'm gonna use the Beautycounter Touch-Up Pen Concealer, and I'm also gonna use the Hint Beauty Duet Concealer. And I just got samples of that because I've been trying it out. And I'm gonna use the shade Medium to go along like my red spots that I've been dealing with. And I'm just gonna use my finger, and this is what the sample looks like. It just has a little bit in there. I'm just gonna use my finger and kind of press in where I'm having that redness. And I didn't bring my mirror out here, so I'm using my camera. Almost forgot not to touch that little spot that I have there. I had a mole removed. So I'm just gently tapping that in, and then I'm gonna take my Real Technique sponge and just kind of press that in a little bit. Cheeks are super red today from that. So I'm just gonna take my Beauty Blender or my Real Technique sponge now and just go in the concealer, and then kind of just press over the redness a little bit, kind of blend it out. Just a really, really light coverage. I don't even think I'll need blush today. And I've really been liking this Hint Beauty Concealer. It's a little bit more full coverage than the Beautycounter Touch-Up Concealer pen is. So that's kind of what I like to use it for, more so to spot conceal. And then what I'm doing now, just kind of blending that out everywhere. I'm gonna take a little onto my forehead just to blend. Again, I don't want anything to be like too heavy or anything. I can get my big one. That'd be a lot easier. There we go. This is probably one of my favorite beauty tools, is this giant melon of a beauty sponge. It makes everything so easy. And this is also helping to blend in that dew skin and the d-bronzi sunshine serum. Nose is a little red. And again, that overnight resurfacing peel, just the texture of my skin, like it is like baby smooth. I'm like really impressed with that stuff. Okay, I feel like that's a good enough base. Again, this is a light summer makeup look. Don't want to be caking on anything. Okay, so that is down, and actually I'm probably gonna just a little bit over my eyelid. I'm not doing like a heavy eyeshadow look today, just something light. So I do get a little bit of discoloration on my eyelids. So I want to make sure that that is concealed pretty well. Okay, then I'm going to take my Beautycounter Touch-Up Pen Concealer, and this is in the shade Fair. I feel like the shade Light is still just a little bit too dark for my under eye area. And I'm going to take a Real Technique setting powder sponge, and I'm just like lightly going to put that under the eye and kind of blend it down, just to even out the skin tone a little bit. And my skin tone is probably like the light to medium, like more on the light side, and the shade Fair works really well under my eyes. So if you're my skin tone, that's the one that I would recommend getting for highlighting your under eye area. So next I'm just taking the concealer on my forehead. I'm gonna take it down my nose a little bit, just blending it out, and then also on my chin. Those are the points that I like to highlight the most. And when I say highlight, I don't mean like putting highlighter on, I just mean using the concealer to kind of do that. Also gonna get kind of under my nose above my lip a little bit. Again, just being ever so light with the coverage. And then just going on any spots that I see some redness that I want covered up. Those cheeks just don't want to tone down. Okay. So I've got that down. And next I'm going to take just the littlest bit of powder underneath my eyes, because I always like to set my eyes with at least a little bit of something, because when I wear mascara, it'll go down into my concealer if I don't set it or lightly put some powder under there. So that's what I'm gonna do next. And I'm gonna take the Beautycounter mattifying powder. Love this stuff. So I'm just gonna lightly dust that underneath here. And also gonna take some on my lid, because that's where I did put the other concealer, and my lid's crease really bad too. Okay, and then the only other spot I'm gonna put the powder is where I concealed those spots along my chin, just to set that so it doesn't move. Okay, and that's literally all the powder that I'm gonna do, because I want, again, that more dewy look. Okay, and then next I'm gonna go in with my bronzer. Favorite part. So this is one of the new bronzers. It's the Cabana. It's a luminous radiant bronzer, and this is the darkest shade. And I'm gonna put that in a 3 motion along my face, going along my cheekbones, kind of down the side to blend into my neck, because that's where my self-tan stops, right there. So I wanna make sure it's pretty seamless. My cheeks just look so red. I swear they're not that red in real life. It's just the camera, I guess. Again, I just love bronzer. It just adds so much warmth to your face, especially even in the winter. Like, why that my pale face, I always want to put bronzer on. Goodness. You can see when you get up close that it's not really that red, but okay. So cheeks, forehead, down the chin, blended to the neck. Then I'm gonna take that same setting brush and put just a little bit on my nose, kind of like just down the sides a little bit. Okay, that's it for bronzer. For blush, I'm not gonna use a powder blush. I'm actually going to use the Beautycounter Lip Sheer in the shade Rose. It's a really pretty pink with a little bit of shimmer to it. And lipsticks, if y'all didn't know, you can use those as cream blushes. And that's what I'm gonna do. I think it'll look so pretty. I haven't actually done it yet, but I was like, why not? Let's just do it. So I'm just gonna scrape a little bit of that onto my palette. And I'm gonna warm it up with my fingers to kind of break it down, because there's no way I'm going right with a stick on my cheeks. So I just kind of broke it down on my palette here. Sorry for that reflection. And then I'm gonna take a Real Techniques brush, and I think, yeah, I'll use this one, and take a little bit of the product and kind of buff it out onto there, and then just kind of press it onto my cheeks first, and then I'll blend it out. Okay, that does look really good. I've used other lipsticks before as cream blushes, but never this one. And I love the flush that it's giving. Okay, so I'm just gonna start blending it so it's not all caked on my cheekbones. So if you have any pink shade of lipstick, there you go. It's a cream blush. Looks a little harsh right now. Let's blend it out a little bit. Not a problem. That's a really pretty color. Again, that was the Lip Sheer in Rose. I love that one. Okay, then next I'm gonna go in with a highlight and use the cream highlighter again to keep that summer glow going on. And this is the cream highlight stick in, or the illuminator in Pearl Glow. So that I'm just gonna take on my little spatula thing again. I love this shade too. So that, again, I'm gonna warm up with my fingers and then press it. I feel like cream products work better when you warm them up first. Otherwise, it's gonna be so hard to blend. And just going along the high points of my cheek, kind of up towards my brow bone. Gives the prettiest glow. I love that. Then I'm gonna actually take just a little bit on the bridge of my nose, some under my brow bone, and on my Cupid's bow. And there's that. Just a pretty glowy finish. And that was the Pearl Glow Illuminator. Love that. Okay, next I'm gonna go into what I'm gonna do for my eyeshadow. I wanna keep it pretty simple, but still kind of make my eyes pop. So going in with the palette that I love, the new classic eyeshadow palette, and I just can't get enough of this. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to use the shade Suede, Penny, and Ivory for this look. So the shade Suede, that's just gonna go down kind of all over my lid. Usually when I do a light look, I like to take bronzer into my crease just to warm up the eye a little bit. And the shade Suede is kind of just more that perfect tone to take all over your eyelid. So I'm gonna use a really fluffy brush. This is a Sigma blending brush. And I'm going to take Suede all over my eyelid and up into my crease. And I'm going to start down lower and then blend up. and just blending that out. It adds some depth to the eye. And other side. And blending it up. Just so seriously in love with this palette. Love, love, love. Then I'm gonna take that same shade and go under my eye. Like I've told you guys before, I usually do my eyes before I do my face makeup, but that's if I'm gonna be using like a lot of eyeshadow, and this is gonna be like super simple, so I'm not worried about any fallout. So I'm just taking that shade like all on my lower lash line, kind of just down a little bit further than I normally do. Really warm it up. And then what I'm gonna do is take the shade Penny, and this is in the center of the palette. This looks like a really strong glitter, and this was actually formulated to be more of an overlay, so it's not going to give you just like pow pigment. It's the prettiest subtle hint of color. So that's, the sheen of it is just so pretty. So I'll swipe that on the back of my hand here. And you see how it's kind of like iridescent in a way? It's just it's the prettiest overlay over any kind of there. I blended it out a little bit, so it goes out pretty thin. Okay, that is gonna go all over my lid. So I'm just gonna use my ring finger and press it on. I need to use my mirror. Again, it doesn't look like harsh glitter, but it's just, oh, that is so pretty. I wish it was coming off on camera like it is here in my mirror. That is so pretty. Okay, I'm gonna blend a little bit more of Suede up a little bit because I want it up a little higher. I wish you could see it. I'm loving that. So it'll give your eye look just the hint of shimmer that you want if you want more of a subtle look. But I love that. Okay, next I'm gonna take Ivory, and that is for highlight. So I'm gonna take that on my inner corner. So right here, down on the lower lid a little bit. Lower lid, is that a thing? I don't know. Make that area pop. And if you guys were wanting a summer glow, this classic palette is just that. Those warm tones are just so pretty, so pretty. Then I'm gonna take it over the Pearl Glow highlight that I applied earlier, just to give even more of a glow. Whoever said too much glow was a thing. Not me. So next I'm gonna go on to my eyebrows real quick because it's just kind of bothering me that I didn't do them. Which I don't always do it, but most of the time I do. Again, you guys have probably heard me say I have them microbladed. So I just kind of fill them in really quick, and then I'm using the brow pencil in dark from Beautycounter. Tell you what, having them microbladed has made it like so quick to do my eyebrows. I overplucked my eyebrows when I was in middle school. Don't ask me why, but they've never grown back right, and I've always had just like really thin eyebrows, and filling them in took me forever because they were uneven and I could never get them. I know they're not supposed to match. They're supposed to be sisters, not twins, but it's like I could never get them right, and they always just looked uneven. So I got them microbladed, and I tell you what, it has never been easier to fill in my eyebrows. And if I don't want to, I don't have to, and I still have eyebrows on my face. Okay, so if you're wondering where I got mine done, I got mine done at Indie Microblading with Allie. She was fantastic. So thank you, Allie, for my gorgeous brows. Okay, so I have that done. Next, we're gonna go on to mascara, and I'm gonna use two mascaras. I'm gonna use the Beautycounter volumizing mascara and also the Honest Beauty mascara, and I'll show you guys that. It's really great. So the Beautycounter mascara I'm gonna use on my lower lash line, and the Honest Beauty one has a primer with it, and it's to really just lengthen your lashes. I've never been like super great with primers, but I've been practicing because I feel like I lump them up a lot or it gets clumpy. So the one side is the primer, and so I'm gonna take that first and really work it into my lashes. Make sure they're separated and kind of get that white tint. And then take a little bit more and then take that on my other eye. And then you're supposed to wait 30 seconds before you apply the mascara. So I'm gonna wait 30 seconds. Make sure eyelashes look really funny. Okay, while that's on there, I'm gonna go ahead and kind of blot off, if I can, blot off my lip balm. Actually, I don't need to, it's kind of set in pretty good. So that lip balm. And then when I think of like a summer glow, I think of like a really bright, pretty lip. So I'm either gonna do a red or a hot pink. I think I'm gonna do a hot pink. Yeah, okay. So here's the mascara, the end of that. And then now I'm going to go in and coat those lashes. And I like to go slow and really control it because, whoa, those got long, because it can clump pretty quickly. So I like to go through this and make sure that I am keeping those lashes separated and they don't get like spider leg looking. I hate that when that happens. And that can happen real quick. So I just kind of work it back and forth. That one kind of got a little spider leg looking. But holy lashes. It looks like I'm wearing false lashes because they are that long. So again, this is the Honest Beauty mascara. I'm pretty sure this is the only one they have. Don't quote me on that. But I got it off of Amazon because Prime. And I love, like, that just made my lashes look so, so long. Okay, next is the Beautycounter mascara, and that's going on the lower lash line. This is perfect for your lower lashes. It just, it never clumps. You will never have clumped lashes when you use the Beautycounter mascara. And I know sometimes, like when I do client makeup, I have to be like so super careful when I'm applying mascara to the bottom lashes because you can easily clump those all together so quickly. Okay, so I'm not gonna put any eyeshadow or anything else on my lower lash line. I'm just gonna let that go. And now we're gonna go on to the lipstick. So I think I'm gonna go for pink. I think that's what I'm gonna do. And I'm gonna use the Beautycounter Little Black Dress. This is such a pretty shade. I love this one so much. Okay, so I'm going to take some on my makeup brush here on the back of my hand. I should be using my mirror for this. Sorry, I can't talk when I'm applying. These give such good color payoff. So good. And they smell like peppermint. I love that little highlight that I'm getting from that pearl glow. Yeah, I'm glad I went with the pink. I love that. I love that lipstick. Again, that's Little Black Dress. So pretty. Okay, and then what I'm gonna do is take the Drunk Elephant D-bronzi again, and I'm gonna take that along my collarbone. And my shoulders. Where the sun would naturally hit. Then I'm also gonna put some on my cheeks, because I wanna. Just right on top of that pearl. I should have blended them in. That would have been like a good idea. Here's a smart tailor. Okay, that is it. Take my hair down. So it just gave the flush of summer, glowy, and not caked down with powder or anything. So this has been some of my go-to products for summer. Love it. Love the lip color. I'm absolutely loving that Pearl Glow Illuminating Highlighter. And you guys, this palette, this eyeshadow palette, I can't say enough about it. I just love it so much. And honestly, it was pretty quick and easy. Again, this is an everyday summer look. You can change up the lip, do a little bit more neutral, or like I did, go for that pop of color since the eyes are a little bit downplayed. And again, that penny overlay on the eyes is just so pretty. I love it. So this video got really long. I'm really sorry. Hope you guys enjoyed finally getting the summer glow tutorial, and I'll be updating you with some new products here soon too. So I hope you enjoyed this. I'm sorry it got super long and that the lighting kind of changed up a little bit, but if you have any questions about any of the products that I used, leave some comments below, and I will also link my Beautycounter website below as well. All right, see you guys.